Hey guys, in this video I'll be analyzing the 2002 Mr. Olympia, focusing on the top two, Ronnie Coleman and Kevin Levrone. In my opinion, neither of them were at their best, and there are plenty of arguments saying that they shouldn't have even placed first and second. Those claims are for another video though, as this video is going to be focused on seeing how close it was between Ronnie and Kevin. Now before the video does start, if you guys enjoy my content, a like and sub would really help out the channel. With that all being said, let's get into this video. The front double has always been an amazing shot for Ronnie, while it has been a strong yet not stellar pose for Kevin. Looking at Ronnie, you can tell that his arms, at least his right arm, looks considerably downsized. He looks to be much lighter than normal, which detracts from his freakiness. Still, he showcases much more muscle separation in the arms compared to Kevin, and has much more peaked biceps. Kevin used to be pretty competitive in this pose, however, I believe that many of the competitors on the 2002 Olympia stage beat him in this shot. His arms show zero separation, his midsection is blockier than in years prior, and his legs are definitely downsized. Ronnie definitely beats him in the quads and lats, and of course the arms, leaving Kevin winning the midsection by the smallest margin. While neither are at their best, Ronnie still takes this one for its superior muscle definition and size. The front lat spread is also another pose where when these two are on, they completely nail the shot. Here though, Ronnie's lack of size really shows, as he normally fills out the pose to an almost unimaginable degree. You can see that his lats appear less filled out than Kevin's, his arms look pretty small as well, and his narrow-legged stance takes away from his superior quad size. Kevin certainly capitalized on this as he executed a much better pose. His legs are flared out more, his arms look bigger, and he appears to fill out the pose more, even if he doesn't have the superior lats. Both appear to be in similar conditioning, and neither are necessarily outmassing the other, so it really comes down to presentation, something that Kevin has in spades. I personally would go with Kevin here, however, this is definitely an apples versus oranges situation. Unfortunately, there are no head-on shots of the side chest, so this will just have to make do. From this though, you can see Kevin's upper body dominance and Ronnie's superior lower body separation. Kevin does look more impressive in the arm delt roundness and chest fullness. However, I have no doubt that Ronnie's arm from the side would look just as impressive, and that his entire upper body would present similar mass. Just from what we've seen so far, along with video footage that I've watched prior to making this video, I'd say that Ronnie would be more complete overall. His side leg is more conditioned and more developed, his mass is similar to Kevin in the upper body, and his conditioning was a bit better overall. That being said, I'm going to leave this pose up for you to decide. Here's the rear double, and this is an interesting pose because it seems as if Kevin is standing a few inches closer to the judges than Ronnie. Regardless, even at his worst, this is a Ronnie Coleman pose all day. Sure, his glutes are downsized and he's not flexing his hamstrings, but his back is twice as dense and developed as Kevin's. This picture doesn't really do Ronnie any justice conditioning-wise, as his hamstrings and glutes were extremely ripped, as you will see in the next shot. Although Kevin technically shows more detail in the hamstrings, clear pictures reveal that he was much softer than Ronnie from behind. To be fair, Kevin does have amazing arms and delts, plus a comparable amount of mass, however, he does get outclassed by Ronnie in the back. Again, in this picture, it looks like Kevin is standing closer to the judges, but like in the last pose, it doesn't really matter. Ronnie's superb conditioning really shines here, as his entire Christmas tree glutes and hamstrings are shredded to the bone. That's the one thing with 2002 Ronnie. Although he wasn't massive, he certainly was ripped to shreds. You can now see the disparity between Ronnie and Kevin's conditioning pretty clearly, as Ronnie makes Kevin look super soft and almost off-season. Kevin may be matching Ronnie in the width, however, Ronnie dominates in the thickness, detail, and overall development. This is an easy win for Ronnie once again, as Kevin really can't touch the more conditioned and more developed rear lat spread of Ronnie. The side tricep shows you what I was talking about in the side chest, as Ronnie's side leg is just so conditioned and massive here. Ronnie does look pretty good overall as well, as his tricep is fully striated, his midsection is tight, and his chest and delt are massive. However, Kevin displays all his strengths and hides his weaknesses perfectly. He has a superior tricep, tighter, more aesthetic midsection, and overall a more pleasing posing style. While I could pick apart the entire pose and analyze every bit and detail, it would be pointless, since I'd end up giving the pose to Kevin anyway. The ab and thigh has never really been a strong pose for either guy, maybe earlier on in their careers, however here you can see that neither look amazing. Although both have rather decent V-tapers, no noticeable distension, and good quads, I wouldn't consider them aesthetic. On paper, Kevin has the superior set of abs, however, I really don't like how they fade into nothingness in the lower half of his midsection. Moreover, his waist somehow tapers outwards towards the bottom, messing up his otherwise small midsection. Ronnie doesn't have that problem, however, his abs are not the best, and his midsection is wider than Kevin's. That being said, he does have the better quads, and I'm leaning towards him for the win. I just can't get over Kevin's unaesthetic lower abdominal area, as it just completely ruins the flow of the pose. While Ronnie isn't as genetically gifted in that area, he certainly looks better and has a more seamless V-taper. Here's the last pose, the most muscular, and this is a great pose for both. They both have huge arms, ripped chests, and great delts, and their legs look pretty good as well. While Ronnie does appear to have more separation in the delts, chest, and arms, Kevin has that 3D quality to his arms, which makes them look fuller and more impressive. I think that this pose is really close and could go either way, so I'll leave this one up for debate. Personally, I do prefer Kevin for his fuller 3D look, however, Ronnie's conditioning might just get him the win as well. Alright guys, that about does it for this video. My takeaway from watching the 2002 Olympia footage and doing this comparison is that Ronnie definitely beat Kevin. He was drier from behind and probably had the best, most complete backside on the stage. Although he wasn't his massive self, his shredded conditioning could, certainly be the reason why he won the show. If you guys want to see me compare Ronnie to anyone else at the 2002 Olympia, let me know down below. With that all being said, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.